We're live. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Hangout.
Fred, you need to calm down,
You
sir.
need to calm down, sir.
So here we are.
We made it.
We made it. So we'll just chat briefly about the party.
Yeah.
So for those of you who missed the weekly heat, it was my mom's 70th and my stepdad's 75th birthday. And it was really nice. There was a lot of people there, some I hadn't seen in a really long time, so that was great.
A lot of people I hadn't seen at all.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me too. There were some people, like some of my parents' friends that I've never met before.
Oh, hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana.
It's nice to see you.
And it took us 2 hours to get there.
It didn't really. It took us 1 hour 40. It
might as well have been 2 hours. It felt
like it was 2 hours, and it was getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter the closer we got there. I had to lean forward in the car. It was like this because I didn't want to get sweaty back and sweaty shirt. So I was leaning forward in the car.
I just realized I'm smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of that.
Gross. It's not.
Can I have my Perrier?
I've got my agua fresca because I'm classy.
Spiked mango. We've been. How is it?
That's delicious.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
We've been on this seltzer kick lately.
We're classy like that.
Yeah, and I will say that the Natural Light seltzer. What is it? Cherry lime.
Cherry lime.
That is the best
so far
for me.
It's really
down.
Tasty. I like these ones though. I have to say. You didn't like it. Was it the strawberry pineapple one you didn't like?
It's not that strawberry pineapple. It's not that I don't like it. It's just not as good as the Natural Light.
It sounds silly, right? I didn't even know these existed, and I know there's a big controversy about like White Claw and all that kind of stuff. But we've tried.
What do you mean controversy?
I don't know. It's just all over Facebook and stuff like, ooh, like girls with White Claw, and like you're gonna go crazy.
Well, I was a girl with White Claw a couple days ago, and I didn't go crazy. Although we did try the White Claw Black Cherry, and it was okay.
It's nice. It's nice. Just like I'm not a huge lager fan. I do like which is the one that I really like, the Coronas.
What?
I do like a bottle of Corona Light.
Oh yeah, Corona's good.
With like a slice of lime in it and stuff. I love that. But we're on a budget, so we're trying whatever we can, and these are really good.
They are from,
and it's just like sparkling water.
Golden Road Brewing, Spiked Agua Fresca.
Yeah, it's only 4%. It's like it's like having a beer, but it's just like drinking a sparkling.
It's basically like drinking a Perrier with some vodka in it, but it's not vodka. It's like just beer.
It's like having a beer strength. Sometimes I think the ones are 6%, aren't they? The Natural Light ones.
Those are delicious.
They are delicious.
Those are nice. Did we have another kind? We had White Claw.
No, that's the 3 I think so far.
Okay.
But when we're out here and it's super hot, like I love my wine. I love having a glass of wine.
I just like coffee.
But I found I can't it doesn't what's the word? Like quench my thirst.
Yeah.
And I'd have to drink a lot of it, and I don't want to I'm not drinking to get drunk. I just like the taste of wine, and I like it being cold and refreshing when you're outside. So we kind of switched to beers.
Yeah.
And the beers are nice as well, but I'm not a huge drinky beer. And you're not really, are you? You've never.
No, but really. I like to pound carbonated beverages.
Yeah.
So I always end up drinking more than I should.
You always drink more than you want to, really, don't you?
Yeah. But good times.
Yeah, so anyway, enough drink chat.
Drink chat. This is the strawberry pineapple. It tastes like strawberry. Taste it.
No, you taste it.
I've tasted it before.
Have you tried a mango?
No.
Oh, that one smells like really sweet. I don't know. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
It's my least favourite. The other one is cucumber and lime, which is delicious.
But somebody left them in the freezer.
They both look like they're going to explode.
Yeah.
Show them. I was going to say show them, but Nina's on the knee.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Yeah. Look at the top of that.
Look at that. Yeah. So we're just going to let that.
We're gonna let that sit. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
How's Dallas doing?
How's Dallas? Is it good, bad?
Did they ever find out who shot JR? Oh, that's dated.
It was all a dream.
That is dated. Why you spoil stuff? God. Winning.
Nice.
Oh, there
good.
It is.
Okay, so what's the party?
So the party was fun.
It was nice.
The thing
that weren't fun.
This is the problem. We left here at 9:10, which in and of itself
was a miracle.
Yeah, like unbelievable that we got out of the house.
To have three people to have to have three people to shower, get dressed, do all the other ablutions that you need to do in the morning.
And I ablused like 3 times.
But 3 people bumbling around in this little space to get out 10 minutes late was pretty impressive, especially for us.
Yeah, especially for us.
Yeah, we're bad.
So we went without, but the CIA shot JFK.
Wow, controversial, Bill.
Here it comes.
Controversial.
Here it comes. It's all going to start pouring down. Yep.
We're going to get shut down. The FBI's on our tail.
The Fibby is coming after the Zoe. Nice. Does that have chips in it? No, but I think I might put some jerky in it. What was it? Oh, yeah. So are you trying to pull it down? You can pull it down. This is what it's supposed to look like to keep the sun off of my fair skin.
That's a hat.
It's a hat.
This is the one that
I kind of liked it when it was like up on one side. That was kind of nifty.
Oh my God.
It's like kind of outbacky.
No, it's not.
That is freaking amazing.
That's a look.
That is a look. Here we go. All right, ma'am.
That is as far from a freaking cowboy hat as any hat I've ever seen in my entire life.
I gotta go hunt some crocodile. All right. So.
Can you see what I'm seeing? Because he sees it.
Can you see what I see? So.
You have a very different view.
How do you not think this is badass looking? This is what we call in the business sexy. Kirky. There you go.
Crikey, he said.
Kirky. Crikey. No, but seriously.
It does.
Yeah, I'm like Cowboy Bebop.
Oh God! Just get on with the story before we embarrass
Well, quit
ourselves.
talking about my hat. Oh, Diana.
Exactly, Diana.
You need to start learning what side of your bread gets buttered. Wait, that's not how that goes. Well, whatever. Anyway, so we didn't have breakfast. I'll get rid of the hat since no one could concentrate, including myself. We didn't have breakfast because I told my sister, I'm like, look, we're coming early, so make sure there's breakfast when we get there. We didn't stop. And let me tell you,
she did enough
we
stuff.
passed like 12 Del Tacos on the way to my mom's house. Okay? So, like, I could have stopped at any of those places.
Don't encourage him.
See, they love the hat. They love the loincloth, babe. I was going to make some loincloth videos, and Zoe said that you guys really don't like the loincloth.
No,
and that you're humoring me.
I said they like them, but for the wrong reasons.
I don't know.
And some people were throwing up.
No one was
Some
throwing
people did
up.
throw up. Yes, loincloth. He wants to do a video, and I'm like, but are you going to do it like a serious video?
Of course it's a serious video.
Are you going to do it like a big Joe.
I'm gonna get Hi Liz.
Hi, Liz.
I'm gonna get some iron-on patches of Mina's face and iron on a Mina head right on the front specter of my cloth.
What's specter?
I don't know. So anyway, we get to my mom's house and we beat my sister there, which is weird.
Never happened.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then when my sister finally gets there,
like a little oatmeal, and chocolate biscuit thing.
And I mean, it was probably 11 o'clock, a little bit before 11, maybe.
Yeah, it was 10 till.
And Bob starts drowning you in wine. I get a beer. We're still, I'm okay with loincloth. Just warn me so I can leave the room. You won't want to leave the room, Bill. You'll see this and you'll go, God damn. That is very
I need one of them.
Clever way of hiding your bits from the elements.
Oh, not so much.
I think, okay, we've already lost 2 viewers. Let me just get through this story, babe. So my sister gets there. Food aplenty. All of it lunchy food. None of it breakfasty food. So my little clan decides we're going to start grabbing some of these awesome little sandwiches that my sister brought. Not allowed. We can't eat anything until people arrive. And I'm like, we have arrived. We are people.
We are people. We are part of the group. What about... And she was like, no, nobody can eat till 1 p.m.
Yeah, and it was 11. And so we're like, okay, what can we eat? And she puts out a veggie tray. So we're eating carrots and celery.
This is Texas, not California. That's sad. That's sad, though.
Yeah.
Because you're missing out.
You know, Austin's in Texas. I hear there's a big loincloth community in Austin.
Yeah.
Bunch of weirdo hippies, I bet. Am I right, Bill? No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, what ends up happening is we don't get to eat. And we're just shoving veggies down our throats.
She said we can eat the veggies. There was a veggie platter with some dip. I must have eaten my own head, like a head's worth of carrots.
Yeah.
In dip.
Exactly. So then, after like an hour of us eating like rabbits, my mom comes up and she's like, "Oh, I forgot to put out the salami and cheese.
What about the cheese and salami?"
And I'm like,
biscuits?
"You
We're like,
what?" So they get that stuff out. I start throwing that stuff back. People are still not there. Everyone's late. It's like 1:30.
Austin is weird.
I'm like, if someone doesn't give me one of these damn sandwiches, I'm going to lose my flipping mind. Okay. So then all of a sudden people started showing up all quick.
I had 2 wines by that point.
Well, anyway, I got stopped in conversations with people before I could get to the sandwiches. Now that sandwich eating was allowed.
Yeah, everybody was like, make a plate. Everyone was milling around
all
the
these
stove,
people are
and you
eating
were
stuff, and I'm
talking
like,
to people. He was like, just like staring longingly at the sandwiches. And in the end, I had to go candy rescue him. And she was like, do you want to make a plate? And he was like, yep. He was out like, wow. It was fun.
Anyway, so it was a fun night, or a fun day. We had to come back to a lot of the people that I wanted to visit with got there late, and because we had to take my daughter to her homecoming, we weren't really able to stay as long as we wanted to. But it took us like 3.5 hours to get home. The main road up the mountain was shut down from the front side, so we had to go this kind of stupid way.
Which took way longer than usual.
And just the whole thing. Like, we got home at 6:30, and we were both in bed by like 8:15. I don't think we've ever gone to bed that early.
You have before.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe not, but I don't think it's ever been known in my entire life. I was like, outside. We just couldn't do anything, could we? We couldn't get a sentence out. We were yawning so much. It was ridiculous. So we're like, let's go. And I couldn't get to sleep. It was so hot, because usually we have to wait quite a bit until everything cools down. And of course, yesterday it was like 100 degrees. It wasn't super hot, but it was hot enough. And my bed was just like a furnace. So I had to get up. I just listened to my book till 11. I think about 11. And then I came out sat outside, cooled down a little bit, and then I came back in. Yeah.
Dude, I was out like a light.
He was out. That was it. All night. I had to let the dogs out twice because they were like, "What the hell is going on?"
Hey, John, how you doing? Sup? So yeah, it was an adventure. Did those 2 books ever get there? No,
we haven't been to the post office yet. Oh my God, Liz, you're the best. We have to go to the post office.
I noticed that there must have been a typo. It just says Zoe. Zoe, did those 2 books ever get there? I don't see a Matt. No, it just says Zoe. Liz, you must have typed something wrong there. So I'll let you fix that, and then I'll answer your question. We haven't been to the post office. So,
Liz, you're an absolute legend.
All right.
Yes. We'll go tomorrow.
Which means I'll go tomorrow.
Yes.
We have our own relationship.
We do.
I'm still reading The Vacant Viking.
Oh, what do you think of it, Bill? I heard you were enjoying it. I'm reading. Still got Vagrant Viking. I'm reading The Invisible Man. Nina?
It's jerky.
I'm reading The Invisible Man, but it's just like the movie, so I'm kind of like...
Don't say anything bad about The Invisible Man.
No, I love the movie, but I'm just like, I'd rather watch the movie.
You would rather see Una O'Connor go,
oh, that's great. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I love the movie.
It's a good book.
What else am I reading? Oh, Pride and Prejudice. I'm listening to Pride and Prejudice. It's free on... What you call it? iBooks. Matt, are you working on Love and Hate at all?
Oh, wow. That's a blast from the past. Are you talking about my serial?
Yeah.
I did 30 episodes of it and never went back to it because there wasn't a whole lot of demand for it.
Yeah, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on. It's very interesting.
Let me know if you're liking it. If you're liking it, maybe I'll go back to it.
Yeah, you should do. Hey, girl.
Hi, Gail.
I know.
Oh no, it's a cliffhanger. Yeah, it ended like I wanted to end it on a part that was so cliffhangery that if people were actually reading it, they would say, you have to keep going. But it's been like 2 years. So that's awesome. Yeah, I think so. It might even been longer.
Oh, wow. Yes, Pride and Prejudice. I try and do a mix of different genres. So depending on how I feel, I can like flip around. So I've got The Invisible Man, Pride and Prejudice, Vagrant Viking. Oh, and Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
Sherlock Holmes and the Seance for a Vampire.
And I'm reading...
There's a ton of these.
Hondo.
So if you like Sherlock Holmesy mix-ups with different things going on...
I thought you were going to say Shirtless Men.
By Fred Saberhagen. I've only just started it, but it's really good. I'm loving it.
As far
I'm loving
as...
it.
What's Vagrant Viking? Get it.
Wow.
Get it.
Vagrant Viking is written by Peter Freuchen, and it's just his exploits when he was a younger man, right up from Denmark up to Greenland. He spends a lot of time in Greenland, and it's just his life. He's an explorer, journalist, a naturalist, all sorts of stuff. And he goes on lots of missions to explore different... He did a lot of the mapping of the Greenland coast and stuff. It's really interesting. He's the one, I told everybody, and this is what got me into it, that he fell down a crevasse and couldn't get out, and his only source of escape was to fashion a little shiv out of his frozen poop. That's what got me on board.
That's how I won her heart. I sent her a package of a frozen poop shiv.
But yeah, I love all that kind of stuff. I love Arctic-y, cold. I like horrors set there, like the dance. Who's he growling at?
Mina.
Oh, I love the like horrors set there. I love exploration, the Franklin expedition, all that kind of thing fascinates me. All that kind of exploration and things going on. I love anything. I would love to visit Antarctica, but I don't know how that's ever going to pan out.
Yeah.
Holmes goes with anything. That is very, very true. He's amazing. Hondo, great movie. We need to watch that. Pricey book. Yes, it is very pricey, Bill. I don't know where. I think I got mine on Abe, and I just managed to stumble on a cheaper copy because I didn't spend a huge amount on it.
Gail, you're in Florida. Are you okay?
How's it? What's going on down there?
Weather-wise, were you all right? Yeah, I haven't been on half-price books in forever. We usually go on Abe.
Yeah, we do. I should have a look at half-price books. Yeah, there's a lot of eating sled dogs, which I am not a fan of, but I understand, that's something that had to be done to save your life. There's nothing else you can do about it. So it's like, wife swapping. It's working with the, he's living with the native Inuits or whatever. In Greenland, there'll be the Eskimos.
Gail, I have all my mom's side of the family lives on the Gulf Coast in Florida. They're shrimpers and stuff. I haven't been out there in a while. I've been wanting to go back. So that's. I
know we would love to go to Florida, wouldn't we? We'd love to see it.
They all live like kind of on the same street almost, and they have houses on stilts and everything by the water.
Oh, man, I would love to go.
That's so much fun.
Yeah, but they would be in a lot of danger, wouldn't they, with a hurricane?
On the Gulf Coast, not so much. I'm trying to think when the last storm hit through there.
Really?
Yeah, because it usually comes up on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. Survival, Eskimo culture. Yeah, it's so good. If you like anything like to do with that kind of thing, it's fascinating. I love all that stuff.
So I have been reading Hondo. I started this before we moved and started reading it again today. I had read The Empty Land by Louis L'Amour this week, and it was really good. But I've been reading William W. Johnstone, and I've read, I think, 5 of those books this week. They're so freaking good. They're just like...
Have you read any of those, Bill?
They're just
or anyone?
Really, like, I don't want to say action-packed, but it's like the characters are good, and everything seems to just flow nicely, and there's never a big lull. I was reading one of the Chuck Wagon Trail books this morning, finishing that up, and everything was like starting to calm down. Everything was cool. Tornado.
Wow.
So it's like you can never have a moment's breath, and that's what I like. They're really cool. But he has some books that are kind of ghosty and spooky, and then just more
I think I might
straight up
like
westerns. I'm gonna start the Flintlock books. I think there's 6 of them. Those are the kind of ghosty ones. So
William Johnston. You see, I would call that Johnston.
Well, that would be a silly thing to do.
William Johnstone.
Johnstone.
Butch Cassidy and what is it?
The Lost Years.
The Lost Years.
Hello,
Thomas. Lovely to see you.
But yeah, so they're super good. I read a Smoke Jensen one, a Flintlock one,
a
Pearly Gates one. Yeah, he did.
It was Troy who recommended the Johnson ones.
The Cat's Eye books, I think is what they're called. And what was the other big horror series he had? There was like 10 books in it. I can't remember, but yeah. So they're in the 80s. He did some horror stuff.
I would quite like to read this because I read Lonesome Dove, and I know Liz did.
Oh, you would love the Chuckwagon one then.
Devils,
yeah, the Devils books.
Oh, really?
That was the other horror series.
I bet I would love those as well. Would I?
Troy, have you read any of the Flintlock books? They're really enjoyable. I really liked it.
I definitely want to read that.
But back to, just real quick, back to my writing. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but in case you don't know, like Black Star Homestead, like we named it after the book series I wrote, and so we did the covers for called Black Star Canyon. And I wanted to do kind of, because I'm an Edgar Rice Burroughs fan, and he named his ranch Tarzana after Tarzan, and then they ended up making a town called Tarzana and all this other stuff. But anyway, so it's been a few years since I ended the Black Star Canyon series, and we ended it after the 5th book. And we're hopefully this week we're gonna put out the new books. Like we repackaged them and made different titles for them, and Zoe did some amazing, really fancy covers for them. So they're gonna go out this week. But I started working on the 6th and the 7th Black Star book. So I was never gonna go back to it, but we were chatting, and I found out a way in our conversation to make it work and make it make sense. So for those of you who had read those and might have been unhappy with the dark ending, it's not over. So there's more to come.
Yeah, he went dark.
Show us the covers, says John Oakes. The bastard. Guess what? Zoe did like all the covers in like a day or two.
He was like,
she just like jammed through them. She was like, oh, I can totally see
it. Took more than one day because I knew. Basically, we knew we were going with one font for all of them, and just different. We'd worked out what images we wanted, or the theme of the images for each one, and we just wanted like cool images. That was it, wasn't it? But I just had to like play around with them a bit. So it wasn't like trying to work out each one step by step and work out what we wanted. I was just like...
It like just fell. Like basically what happened was I realized that my taste is crap when it comes to what sells to people.
No, this was what our huge discussion was. And we've talked to John about this as well. That it's like our idea. We've said it so many times. We love like old school art on covers, you know, like what you call him, Robert Maguire and Robert. It is Maguire. That's one of them.
I thought it was Jerry Maguire.
Show me the
covers. Robert McGinnis.
Robert McGinnis. But
jeez, I'm like McGammon. No, Maguire. You're right. Okay.
Yes, see?
Yeah, she's right.
I remember the name.
You did. I messed that
Find
up.
the Dolls book.
No,
Dolls
it's under all this stuff, and I'm not going to dig through it.
Oh, show them.
I'm just...
well, anyway, it's like super...
Kind of like this.
Yeah, I love old school covers. But we like Matt loves all the... What I do as well, all the Saul Bass covers and like really simplistic ones. So... we kind of wanted for your books to kind of go different completely and do like a stylized, simplistic kind of covers. And we loved them when we were doing them. But we kind of realized, and with talking to John a lot as well, it's very like, what's the word? It's kind of, I can't think what to say. It's like,
it's narrowing our audience.
Yeah. It's narrowing everything down. That's what I'm trying to say by sticking to what we like to see in book covers. Because we realize, like, I know a lot of you guys like the same sort of thing, but we're still in a tiny little minority when it comes to somebody looking at your books on Amazon and scrolling through, you can lose so many people.
What a lot of people said about the covers, especially for the old Black Star covers, was that these should be hanging up on a wall. Like,
yeah, it's
like
not
people
something...
looked at them like more as like artwork than a book cover to sell a book. And
it's super simplistic, but they were designed to look like that, to be just like a hint kind of thing of what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a visual thing, and that's what we go for every time, isn't it? And then it's kind of like...
it just shoots us in the foot.
Yeah, it's not what people are looking for when they're just looking through books. They might stand out, but they might stand out for the wrong reasons, or I don't know. So we're going to give it a different try.
So basically what happened, John, was this happened like a week ago. And she said, oh, just give me a minute because I realized I put the wrong font on one of the book covers. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's been a week. Don't have them yet. She hasn't, like, she burned her. I mean, seriously, it probably took like 3 days in total for you to put these covers together. She's the art director. She's in complete control. She says,
art director.
She's like,
I'm hopeless at that. I like it when John just says to me, no, that's shit. I don't like it. I'm like, okay, I can work with that. I'll find something else. But when
frozen turd, I can work with that.
But when somebody's like, you just do what you want, I'm like, panic.
I mean, we had a conversation about what they should look like, but I just let you do it. I just like stood back and was away from it. Yeah. And one of the fonts weren't right. And so she was going to change the font on that one cover. And due to the fact that she was going to change the font on one cover, she has withheld 5 covers from me.
You said you wanted them done by the end of the month.
No.
Yes.
I said I want the books out by the end of the month.
Oh. Well, it's only the...
Stop. She needs to find her glasses.
What day is it?
And they're outside on the couch.
Shit. What day? I'll put my light on, see if that helps.
So it says it right
15th.
Here. It's the 15th. Come on.
It's only the 15th.
Pull it together, woman.
I can't show any of the... I would show you one of them at least. But
I'll
they're on my
send them
laptop.
to you.
It'll yeah, we'll send them.
Okay, so I'm going to bust into this cucumber lime that you like a whole lot.
I bet John's going like, what the F is that? John, have you tried any hard seltzer?
It's cucumber lime
Delicious.
Spiked agua fresca.
Why do all your accents sound the same?
Are you serious? This one telling me that my accents sound the same. Hey, do an American accent for the last thing John just said.
Show us the covers.
Yeah, see? That's her American accent. I recently discovered White Claws, all about it. Yeah, we had the black
it's
cherry.
Really good.
John, I'm telling you, natural light seltzer.
Cherry lime. It's really good. We haven't tried the mango peach one.
It's okay.
What?
I don't know why mango just is not something that I get excited about.
I've got the mango agua fresca, and it's nice.
It's more cucumbery than lime.
Why are you yelling? It's more cucumber. It's not. It's limey, man. I'm a nice guy, so oh my God, it's so good. It's not cheap like the beer, but they said it's going to be 20% less than your general.
And it's 6%. Yeah, 6%. I don't like this. You could have it.
What? I thought you'd love that.
No.
Oh, I love it. Oh, what you doing?
Right, whatever. Okay.
It's taking my mango off me.
Pink grapefruit. Perrier.
Do you want me to get you another one?
Living the life, baby.
It's really tasty. And being in the...
oh, wow. That was...
You don't like it?
It was very cucumbery. Like,
I love cucumber stuff. I always put... If I have a gin and tonic, a bit of a G&T. Well, I don't know what's going on my elbow.
What do you do? That's your shoulder, dude.
I always don't know what's going on my elbow. Seriously.
That's why you can't ever get anything done at the doctor. You're like, doctor, I don't know what's wrong. My elbow's killing me. Well, your elbow looks fine. Just, okay, I guess I just won't do it anymore.
Oh my God. What was I saying there?
What?
Someone help me out. What was I talking about?
So how are you guys doing today? What's going on the other parts of the planet?
I was talking about something important.
Were you?
I don't think it was important.
She was saying that Natty Ice or Natty Seltzer is going to be 20% cheaper than White Claw.
Oh no, when I have a gin and tonic, I always put cucumber in it. It's really delicious.
When I have a gin and tonic, I put a pickle on it.
He's just lying. I genuinely do put.
I put a sweet pickle on it. A little bit of sweet pickle and G&T.
You just tried to like upset me.
No. Am I light upsetting you?
Oh. Yeah, it's really
Good
delicious.
times.
Yeah, the mango and peach one, we haven't tried that yet. And I just want to point out, there's one person who got us onto the seltzer. Who was it then?
Dolph freaking Ziggler.
Yep.
Your lover.
No, I just want to be friends. I just want to be friends with him. Sweet pickle and G&T. Upsets me. Thank you, Gail. It upsets me.
Really do it.
No, he doesn't really do it. I'd be like very unhappy. Hi, Nina. But cucumber, if you haven't tried cucumber, it's delicious. Because you can get cucumber in rows and stuff, can't you? The
refreshing.
Hendrix. It is. It's really refreshing. It's lovely. But it is strong. So weird cucumber because it's kind of like the blandest taste in the world, the most watery taste, but it's so overpowering with other stuff. I don't know why we're talking about this. Yeah, how's everyone else doing?
Be friends and hold hands.
Yeah, see? No, she's talking about me and Dolph.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Okay, let me tell you about this chick's dreams. She has dreams.
We told them before. I hold hands. Because Thomas was laughing at me, I seem to.
But we're kind of ampy because we got a pay-per-view today. We got some wrestling.
Got some wrestling, and Dolph and Bobby Roode, my dream team, are likely to actually win.
And not just win a match, but come out with some gold.
That's the belt.
We are such losers.
We are such losers. But I know Troy's watching, and Troy's equally loser when it comes to wrestling.
I don't know. I think they gave up.
Well, I wouldn't blame them because we've said again, if Brock Lesnar turns up, we're out.
We're deleting our subscription.
What about Dolph?
We see more of Dolph on YouTube than we do on
Really?
We're okay. I am liking The Fiend. But
yeah, my dreams are all about me holding hands and being best friends with Dolph.
My dream is me going into a bar with Bruiser Brody and killing everyone.
Does he dreams about like killing everyone? Wow. But he dreams about wrestlers all the time, but it's usually like, yeah, you're best friends with them as well.
No, you're not best friends. You're trying to make friends. In my dreams, I'm trying to make business deals with Triple H. Like trying to get talent over and stuff.
No, I'm just trying to be friends with Dolph.
Yeah, he just won't have it.
No, he spoke to me once. Told me like this is a private.
Once in a dream over like 50 dreams.
Remember he answered me and he was like, "Thanks so much for like commenting or something, but this is like a private account, so don't stalk me." And I was like, "Yes, he answered me."
Bill, we need an update on the score.
Wow.
What is the score?
Cowboys scored again.
Oh, that was the other thing at the party yesterday. They had a bunch of college games on the TV, and it was my stepdad kept muting it, and so we would be like,
we'd just be standing watching, like
watching, and then my mom and people would walk in and stand in front of the TV, and I'm like,
And your sister kept coming and turning the sound back on, didn't she?
3014.
Yeah, and it just went like miraculously off again, didn't it?
I never saw him do it.
I didn't see anybody mute it, but it was quiet.
It was always quiet.
Yeah. But yeah, driving back sucked. And it took us like 3.5 hours, which actually probably wasn't that bad.
For all the traffic on the 210,
yeah,
it's amazing. We have been watching old 70s stuff. Jody will never give up as long as Drew McIntyre is on.
Oh, did she love Drew McIntyre?
Oh! So is
kind of awesome.
The Scottish psychopath her Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, I'm thinking. It's not the same. Drew McIntyre hasn't got the...
Oh my gosh.
What's the word?
He's got height and he's got fur.
Did you say height?
Height.
Oh. Well, I like Little Dolph.
Don't call Little Dolph to his face.
No, he's just like a little whippet.
Oh, God.
You know? Yeah. Yeah,
not
see?
a mullet. Watching Buffy on Hulu after work.
What?
Boom. What season you on?
Now, let's have a discussion.
It's got to be pre-season 4. I'm just going to say it.
People love season 4. I'm not a fan.
Season 4 is when
Is that
Buffy
when the
lost
army?
me. Yes.
I wasn't a fan of the boyfriend. Yeah, college.
Me neither.
To me, they needed to be at school. High school was the whole, because you know I'm a fan of high school stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, season 3.
Is
Very
season
good.
3 when they graduate? Like,
Yeah.
is that the last? That's a good season.
That's a good season.
Yeah.
But 1, 2, and 3 I loved. I like all of them, but it
You
not
do.
good.
I completely fell off after 4.
Angel, on the other hand, love them all. You like?
I don't know.
Try to think. Yeah. Oh, you're making me jealous, Thomas. I want to watch it.
She keeps talking about starting it over.
I know. I
but
really
you
want
say
to.
that about that. You say it about Teen Wolf. You say it about Angel.
I know, but Teen Wolf I just watched. Angel. Yeah, I need to watch it.
Is anyone watching Dark Crystal? Because Zoe's all up in that right now.
Yeah, is anybody watching it?
Was that the Riley
Yes.
era?
Yes.
Is that the name of the guy?
Riley was the boyfriend, the blonde, like in the army.
Yeah.
See, I still watched it because I just love the whole thing. And I love Xander. He's my favourite.
Douchebag.
Why?
He's just a douchebag.
Come on, everyone. Xander, douchebag. Yay or nay?
Xander's a douchebag.
Hang on. I haven't watched Angel yet. Oh, it's so good. It's different, but it's just good. Like, to me, it was more like I always like the monster episodes, like the monster of the episode that they had to defeat. And to me,
Boom!
oh, what? Try.
And Jess.
Oh, I loved
We
Xander.
stand together. Okay, so
Come on, somebody back me up with liking
Gail's
Xander.
been watching Blacklist. Blacklist is good, but we didn't watch the last season.
Did we not?
Mm-mm.
I should look for some old Adult
Patriots
Swim
football,
shows.
beach things.
I need to look for some old Adult Swim.
Super Jail. Super Jail was my favorite Adult Swim show. Was that on Adult Swim? Yes, I think so. Xander is a bit of a douche, a jerk to Buffy.
Oh,
Babe, you are on your own for
just
once.
keep watching, Thomas. I think he might come round.
Okay,
He's not. He's only a jerk because he cares about her.
so for
He's
football.
just the funny guy.
Hey, stop. Stop talking about this summer's eve.
Thank you,
Oh,
Gail.
Gail comes to your defense. Okay.
Gail. I love Gail. Thank you. He's not a dude. He's a
R/nice
nice guy.
So football. I have a very checkered history with football. You guys can judge all you want. I was a Packer fan for as far back as I could remember. And I had to sit through many years of watching them lose in the wild card and NFC championship games every year to the Cowboys during the whole Dallas Cowboy crack wagon days. Bill just like cocked his shotgun. So anyway, so when Green Bay started actually winning, that was a lot of fun for me. But after I had a baby, not only did it leave me with stretch marks, it left me with something else. Your conscience would get really mad, and I had like certain things I had to do. Like if it was Sunday, Green Bay was playing, so I had to make my cheese slop and my cheese spread and all this other stuff.
You had a foam cheese head.
Yeah. And this is like me being a stupid young guy, but if any of my roommates' girlfriends touched any of the food I made, that automatically meant Green Bay was going to lose. And I'd have to get really mad and kick them out of the house. So that was one stupid thing I did.
I didn't know them at this point.
Bears. So yeah. So
I was a Bears fan when I was a kid in England with my brother because we liked the refrigerator.
Barry. Oh God, he's so much fun. And Jim McMahon and his fun Oakley sunglasses. And the Super Bowl shuffle. What a bunch of fun guys.
I know, not just that, because they won everything. When I was watching,
it was one season.
Yeah, well, that was the season I was watching, and they were awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, my fandom got very crazy, and I would get very upset all the time if anything happened. Yeah. And then my daughter was born. And then there was one game. Green Bay lost a playoff game at home in Lambeau Field to the Atlanta Falcons. And I pretty much completely lost my damn mind. Like, ridiculously lost my mind. And I said, like, I'm a young man. I'm like 23 years old. And I'm about to have a goddamn heart attack. So I had to bring it back, and I just realized it would be easier for me health-wise to watch football from afar, meaning not at all.
Seriously, you can't watch it.
Or else I will just completely go nuts. And it's funny because now, like, years away from football, watching it, I could watch, like, 5 minutes of a Green Bay game, and I'm right back there. I'm all pissed off again. Everyone's my enemy. I hate everybody. Blah, blah, blah. I just can't do it.
We used to. When we lived in North Hollywood, we all had, everyone who lived in the apartments, we all knew each other. We all hung out in the back, didn't we? Mm-hmm. In the backyard, everyone would have barbecues and all hang out in parties and 4th of July parties, everything, didn't we? Just any excuse to all hang out. And sometimes we'd just sit out on a Saturday night and we just hung out all the time, didn't we? But our next door, Helen and Jason, they always had the Super Bowl, didn't they? They always watched the Super Bowl and invited loads of their friends over. And everyone else would all sit round and they'd do food and have the football on the screen and everything. And he'd go round, like Jason knew. He was like, no, you know me, I don't watch it. And Jason would come and knock on the door and go, it's starting. Like, you're going to come round? And he'd be like, and you'd go. And within like 5 minutes of them being there, he'd have to come back round and go, God damn it. So-and-so's, they'd be all pissed off.
Yeah.
Didn't you? And I'd be like, why are you going round? Jason asked me. I'm just going round and hang out.
I'd get a whiskey in me. and start
whiskey and ginger. And he was all like,
screaming at the TV like it knew me.
I could hear him next door yelling.
But
like,
it's so
God,
stupid because there were so many things that like I honestly thought made sense. Like if I didn't touch my Green Bay flag when I woke up in the morning, they were going to lose. If anything weird happened or I didn't make my spread right, Green Bay was going to lose. It was like the entire Green Bay Packer season rested upon me doing stupid things throughout the year.
Yeah, no.
And if I didn't do them, no, it had nothing to do with them at all.
It was just whether you like slipped up and forgot one thing.
Yeah.
Have you watched? Right. So many times.
I'm all upset right now.
So many times I've watched Silver Linings Playbook. Right? Yes, it's a rom-com kind of film, but it's super nice as well. But Robert De Niro is the dad, and he does all the weird shit that he did. Yep. And I've told him he should watch it. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's awesome. I need a whiskey.
Anima. Superstition, yeah. I don't know. It was just, I was an idiot. Have they been good since you stopped? What if you're right?
Yeah.
Well, when I stopped, they went through a streak of sucking balls. And then Aaron Rodgers came in and they won a Super Bowl even. And they might have even won two. I don't even pay attention anymore. I try not to.
Oh my God, can you imagine if you'd been watching it when they were...
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be no fun at all. Anger issues here. Doesn't take much.
I don't know if it was worse that Green Bay was doing good or I mean, if it was worse that Green Bay would have a bad season or if Minnesota had a good season. I might have just alienated anyone from Minnesota right now. Man, did I hate the Vikings. I hated the Vikings so much. I hated them.
Where's John from?
John's from Minnesota. Yep, that probably did it. God damn it. I knew there was somebody. Man. God, I can't even think straight. You got to come up. Oh, ask us some questions, guys. Something that has nothing to do with football or me getting pissed off about something. Fuck Minnesota. That's what I'm talking about, John. Those mother. I'm from Washington. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. But he was living there for a while. It totally is.
This is like the modern tribal warfare without all the cannibalism.
That's exactly what it's like. People are nuts.
Jess, do you know of any good tribal warfare about cannibalism books? I know that might seem like a weird question, but I'm actually researching that kind of stuff right now.
Yeah.
Your weather.
I thought about living in Minnesota for a while, John.
You're talking and
sorry.
I'm just joking.
It's cloudy.
It's kind of cloudy. It's kind of humid. It's about 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's going to heat up soon in here when the wrestling starts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's okay. Let's see. Lived in Minnesota. Yeah, there was right when I was going over there quite a bit. Yeah, because
you saw him there.
There was like a lot of places that I'm like, wow, I could totally live here.
We did.
And it was so much more inexpensive than where we were living. And you would get so much more for your money out there. I was just like, oh my gosh. I could totally do that. But again,
cold winters.
It's not so much the cold winters, it's the snow shutting down life as you know it. I don't like that.
I like it.
I know.
See, I'm the difference because I'm the difference.
You are the difference.
I'm different because I like it. I like being all stuck indoors. Like,
yeah, you like it, but guess who has to go to the store when you need something?
Hey,
I do.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
In the
snow. Who goes to the store when someone runs out of wine?
You.
Okay.
But not when it's snowing.
Who goes to the store when someone runs out of cigarettes?
You.
Okay. You know what?
Not when it's snowing.
Just when you were going to work. You would drive to work when it was like bad.
Yeah, because I don't mind going. I just don't like going out. I like hanging out.
Yeah,
cozy,
outside's awful.
with my Uggs on and cozy blankets, dogs, books, and wine.
Wow, there are a lot of things that you just had to throw out.
Yeah, well, you know, some of those things, or all of them, the more the better. That's how I like it. Cozy, fire on. That's another thing. Cozy fire.
Go put the fire on. It's awesome when we put the fire on outside here. We put it on, and then the fire goes sideways because it's always windy, and we need to make a fire break.
It's not
here's an idea.
Now.
We have obtained a lot of wood pallets, and I'm going to make 2 more.
Yeah, because we were complaining on the weekly heat that we had a ton of stuff to do on the Friday. Tell them about your Friday. Get all angry again.
No, I have something better to ask about. Okay. Why are you trying to make me angry? Who wants me angry?
It's funny. Because you went up on the Friday to get more pallets.
It was awful.
So I was down here.
Yeah, you were having a good time. So over here,
actually cleaning.
I'm gonna make a couple more compost bins, but we have kind of a lot of pallets now. So do you guys have any ideas of things that I could build with the pallets? Because an outhouse was one thing I was thinking of. A windbreak around the fire was another thing. We could use the wood for raised beds.
I think
there's quite a bit.
I think we should, because the raised beds are something that we definitely haven't got. The thing around the fire, we're going to be hopefully building an outside kitchen, so that isn't, but I guess a temporary
storage
thing.
Shed. Or sex swing. Watch everyone reports John now.
Report.
Is it treated wood? I don't think so. Maybe a fence. Okay, now a storage shed, I'd have to take apart all the pallets and have to see how much wood we actually have. Because I don't know how much wood each pallet would give us off the top of my head. A fence. I might like a fence, yeah. Don't use it for beds then. They will rot from the earth and moisture.
Yeah.
Knowledge bomb.
I know.
Boom. Yeah, this is why we shouldn't be doing this, guys. We don't know what we're doing. You guys know way more than we do.
What about, though, if we put a liner in it?
Why don't we just treat the wood?
Would it rot that quickly?
It would rot so quickly, it would be right before your eyes, and you would be like,
no,
oh my
it wouldn't,
gosh, it's like a horror
dry out
movie up in
here.
here. I was kidding. You need to get that storage shed done. Dude, tell me about it. When will you start it? I wanted to start it this month.
Yeah, earth bags. We need to do the earth bags. That's the mail thing.
The mail thing.
The main thing.
Do you know what the mail thing is?
No. It's so bad. Any excuse. We started a video where we're emptying the tent. Oh,
I should just put that video up. We need to not do these videos that go on for weeks.
I know, but sometimes we were trying to do a highlight of, not a highlight, an update of what we've done.
Yeah.
But we had to put everything back in again because Bill commented and said, oh, guys, we've seen there's an absolute ton of wind coming your way tomorrow and tomorrow night. So we were like,
nope.
Crap. If there's nothing in the tent, the remainder of the tent...
It's not nothing. There's enough stuff in there to keep the tent from blowing away. But most of the stuff
was just outside, and we were slowly bringing it in and storing it because it's a super slow process to try and find space for everything. So we had stuff outside, didn't we?
Yeah. It was kind of a lot.
And it kind of got to nighttime because it was too hot. We were dying. So we were like...
We weren't dying.
We were. So we were like, let's just put it back in the tent again tomorrow. And it's still all in there. We did like about 4 boxes, didn't we?
Yeah.
But,
which might not sound like a lot, but
no, but they're packed full of crap.
Oh, and not only that, I put a ton of stuff underneath.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Like probably another 5 or 6 boxes of stuff.
Yeah, because we have lots of stuff that's like outdoory stuff that we need to be able to get a hold of quickly. But everything's just like half-assed, and I hate it, isn't it? Like all this, we haven't got a lot of tools. We've got tools for every job kind of thing, but not really good ones. They're kind of crappy, and we have to make stuff up as
we make do.
No, you can't hammer everything.
I don't want to freaking hammer everything.
You do though. We've got a drill.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't go down this road because everyone's going to be like, "Oh my god, they're going to die." We've got like a drill. Where are you going?
Keep telling people what we got.
Oh, it's doing it again, guys.
I'm not.
No.
What?
No. Where are you going?
I'm getting a drink.
Okay, we have a drill. What else do we have? Multiple saws, multiple hammers.
God damn it.
What else?
What else? What?
What other stuff do we have?
I mean, we have everything we need. I mean, we need a tamper.
Yeah, we need a tamper.
A wheelbarrow and a ladder. And I think we'd be set.
See? Feels like I've lived my life half-assed. And I know. And that's...
Bill is my spirit animal.
Yeah, he so is.
So...
Yeah, but I get the feeling, Bill, that you're better equipped at what you're doing than we are. We're half-assed.
She has a feeling, Bill, that half of your ass is way better than half of my ass.
That's what I'm saying. I just think, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we need a tamper. We haven't got a decent barrow. Well, we haven't got any barrow.
Yeah, wheelbarrow.
What else do we need? Barbed wire.
Yeah, I mean, but that's all stuff for the build. We got that. Like, tool-wise, we need a ladder, a wheelbarrow, and a tamper.
Yeah, we need a ladder.
I was going to snake the ladder from my parents' house yesterday, and I forgot. I was in such a hurry to get out of there. And you were so hard to get out of there.
Because everybody turned up who we wanted to talk to late, or later than us. So we had to I had to kind of rush around talking to everybody. What?
By the seat of my pants has worked for me too. See, Gail? That's why I need suspenders. Ain't no ass at all.
Oh, God.
Not really digging the mango.
What's your problem?
I don't know. Mango's not like...
I like mango.
When I think of fruit, mango's not the first through 10th thing I think of grabbing.
I think that's delicious.
It's very cucumbery, baby.
I like cucumber.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so
as well, though.
I barely could. But yeah, I think that so to answer John's question, before the end of this month, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I had to get a new tire put on the car, and there is some insurance stuff that I got to take care of for both the car and the trailer that I neglected.
Yeah, so as usual, things crop up. But
my whiskey enema is kicking in hard. Woo! Nice.
I think we just need to get. I don't know. I think if we could get it ordered at the beginning of next week, beginning of next month,
we might be able to do it next week.
I don't think so.
But here's the thing. We need to just say, okay, these are the bags we're getting, period. And whatever we get, that's what we get. And just build something.
Well, why don't we start off with a small amount and see how far it goes?
Okay, but are we going to get them from the place? The place that we're not supposed to speak of?
Why does no one mention it? I don't get it.
Screwdrivers, nails, screws, post hole digger. Post hole digger? That's my job. Yes, use the place, Liz.
See, Liz, you're right. We're just faffing about and we need to do it. Yeah,
Does Liz know the place?
I don't know. I think she does because we've talked about it now.
Oh, okay.
We have screwdrivers, nails, screws. I don't think we've got many screws because we usually get them for the thing we need. We have
a whole pack from the deck in Big Bear that we never use.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, there you go. Post hole digger, no. We need one.
I could dig a hole for a post.
See, this is the problem. Every time I say...
Well, it's just like, to me... Okay, this is me talking. Forget what anyone else thinks about it. Here's the problem
I think you're right.
that we walk into. And I don't know if it's how I was raised or what. But when... Look at this.
No, I'm boiling.
Oh, rub that spiked agua fresca across your fair skin.
Get on with it.
Okay. If there's like something, like if there's a job I could do with a tool that I have, I find it kind of silly and redundant and irresponsible of me to go buy a tool that's specifically designed for this one thing when I could just use a shovel. You got a shovel. I could dig a hole.
You can only dig so far down with a shovel.
I could dig as far as I want. Who the heck are you to tell me how far down I could dig?
See, this is what we're up against.
See? So it's just like...
No, I agree that you shouldn't, like... What's this?
An assortment of exterior deck screws, different lengths, all square driver, no Phillips head. Is that what you have, or are you guessing that's what we have? Because both are probably correct. But yeah, I just like...
Totally, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a good use of funds to buy something that...
No, you're making it sound reasonable, and I understand what it's... No. Excuse me. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with that. I don't think... We definitely don't have the funds to go and buy a separate tool.
Well, there you go. What Bill says, right. Correct tool equals way more efficient progress. I agree with you. Liz is like, rent it them. Home Depot rents everything.
There you go.
Could do that.
Yeah.
But then I'm just throwing money away.
But
I'm not investing in the tool.
People aren't backing you up on this. You know that. I understand what you're saying, and he's saying we haven't got the money to just buy every single specific tiny little, tool for every single job. But we can do a lot of stuff that, like, a lot of the jobs are going to be made 1,000,000 times easier with certain tools, which we don't have.
Well, for instance, when I put the fence up...
Neighbor that the tools he never uses to loan out.
Hey, Mark. It's okay.
No, don't worry.
Although,
we're just waffling.
If you were a period, you'd be at the clinic right now, sir. That joke never gets old.
Never gets funny either.
No, but seriously.
I'm boiling. Look at my sweat.
I know. I'm like kind of sweaty now. But seriously, do you want to go outside?
No. It's hotter out there.
It's a hotter. Okay. When we put the fence up, I got a bunch of T-posts. And I spent an extra $30 or $25 to get a T-post hammer.
Yeah.
And I didn't use the T-post hammer. I realized I could just
do the T-post
myself.
No, the T-posts that we got were too
little.
short.
It's not that they were too short. They had a little stepper thing on them. I'm like, I'll just stepper on them.
They're supposed to be like longer and deeper than they are, though. That's why the fence is falling down.
Fence isn't falling down. The fence is fine. It's a short fence. What do you want?
It's a short fence for now, but we're going to have it bigger if we're going to, you know, have it secure.
Yeah? Secure.
Secure. Do you not think? Like, at the minute, you can almost just step over it.
If you were like 12 feet tall.
You could.
You could. Okay.
I bet a coyote could just jump over
I'm
that.
sure they could.
Well.
No, okay, boy, T-boys. Yeah, I don't know. They were the most inexpensive posts for how many I needed to do the thing. So it was fine. So now I have this T-post hammer. I can't do nothing with it. Except slam stuff, which I did. It was fun. But I didn't need it.
Yeah, Bill, we got super short, ridiculous posts. We needed super long ones.
There was no ridiculousness.
I think it was maybe because you went to the store by yourself.
She throws this around all the time. That if I go to the store by myself, like, I won't figure out how to spend it properly. She goes to the store, and she'll come back with an extra bag of fun things that she got for herself. I get that spending money on limited use tools, like an automatic apple peeler. But honestly, the correct tool is faster, but renting is also greater borrowing. The heavy-duty standard posts really need a T-post driver, depending on the soil top. Matt, are we being a wee bit difficult? A wee bit.
He is difficult.
I'm not difficult.
You are.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
No, I love you to death, and I think everybody knows that, but you are awkward on certain points. Just as I am.
Yeah, just as you are.
What am I difficult about?
Trying to dig yourself out of a hole.
I just think...
No, it's okay. I'm on board with getting the correct tools for the correct job.
Like I was saying to him, we can't have, like, a scaffold shed, you know, not a shed, like a framework for the outdoor kitchen and just hammer it all. And he said, do you think the, what was it, the primitive settlers out here had screwdrivers and all the right gear? No. They had a big hammer and pegs.
I don't think that's at all how that conversation went.
Well, I'm maybe like making it. But
you're making a lot of it up.
The general idea was.
The general idea is this.
Primitive people don't have the right.
And I know we're not primitive. I get it.
He likes that idea.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if something can be done in a way that works, you know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right?
But it ain't built. So how can how can it be broken or fixed if it ain't built and we're just standing there like that? What are we gonna do? I don't know, because we've only got a hammer.
What was the life expectancy of those primitive peoples? Whatever they wanted to be.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Mark's like, do it right the first time. It is right the first time. That's what no one's getting. It's right. And I mean, yeah, like, we have...
It's exhausting,
ibuprofen
guys.
now, so we'll live longer. But,
it's a very good point, Jess. What's the life expectancy? What, because the houses kept
I was just going to say, if that's the way we're going to go, the life expectancy. I had to take the hat off because Zoe kept making fun of it. And it was distracting me because I looked so damn good in it. But how many of those people in your life expectancy idea died from
Look at
faulty
Thomas, he's
building?
getting all pissed off. If you're going to build shit, you need the damn tools. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. What a nightmare.
Okay. Everyone but me has won. Are you happy?
Yes. But is it going to make any difference? Nope.
Yeah. What tools do we need?
Everything.
No, seriously. What do we need that like kind of half-assed on.
The generator, so you can use the screw.
We already have it.
No, you need the screw, the drill.
We have the drill.
We need one of those, what do you call those gears that it's like a clamp and you put it in so you have hidden joists, hidden...
What the hell are you talking about?
I use a hammer for everything. Oh,
Mark, yeah.
Say off again. Phil, everyone thumbs up.
Yeah, everyone put a thumb up if you use a hammer for everything.
Yeah, but you know what,
building
Mark?
a shed, washing the
might,
dishes, driving a car, use a hammer.
Mark might be a bit more proficient with the hammer than someone who gets super angry and just whacks the crap out of it until it either breaks or it's semi-fixed.
No, get the tools that you need. Okay. Me and Mark are going to go build a boat with our hammers. And all you other guys.
Can suck it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Back to square one. Thanks, Mark. Just one little bit of encouragement and he's back to his...
I'm back.
He's like,
it's hammer, go, right. Hammer, MC, hammer, yo, hammer, and the can go in play. All right.
Oh, my God.
No, but seriously, we need to get a battery drill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have one?
We have one. So we're all good.
Do we?
We do.
I don't know if it's a good one. It's a plug-in one.
I have a battery one.
Okay. Okay, how about you give us a list of things that you cannot do without? Tools.
Oh, thanks, Gail. Yeah, I mean, honestly...
It's an amazingly fun and frank couple. Oh, Gail. I'm just trying to pick it up.
Another thing, too...
We are.
Yeah, we have a Harbor Freight, yeah. And what's the place next door to it? Tractor Supply.
You hate Tractor Supply. You say it's crap.
It's not that I hate it. It's really like you go in there wanting something, and whenever you go there, you have to go to Home Depot afterwards.
Yeah, I go on the site. We've got the Home Depot though, so it is, and that's like kind of the cheapest one, isn't it?
Yeah, but people upset me.
Can someone tell me what the clamp is that you put it on the wood and you drill down at an angle, so when you put the screws in, you can't see the screws.
Are you kidding? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Why do you want one of those?
Because sometimes you have to do joints that you don't have the screws sticking out or whatever. It's to go into the thing.
But isn't it more cosmetic than anything else?
Oh, maybe it is. Tractor Supply is pricey.
That's for fine cabinetry. Yeah, see?
Oh.
If I let her build our shed, it's going to turn into like some Better Homes and Gardens crap.
So we don't need one of those. But on my little homestead, Gary uses that all the time.
For the cabinets.
Oh, yeah.
Remember it took them 17 months to make cabinets?
No, I've seen people use it for the framework of like sheds and stuff. But you don't need one of those.
No. We got this.
Has anybody got some time on their hands and they want to just come out and
like
help?
A countersink? Use your thumb. I agree.
Use your thumb. Oh God. Like a countersink. Is that what it yes, is that what it is?
Might be.
Oh God, this is just depressing.
Not needed for rough carpentry.
Okay, awesome. That's one thing we don't need.
Mark, we're gonna talk about thumbs for a minute here. Because I have a problem. Zoe makes fun of my thumbs. This is a bad idea. Why? We're among friends here, aren't we? I like to do thumbs up. It's like a good, yeah, good job. You did good. Thumbs up. Okay? Zoe doesn't like when I do thumbs up because, are you ready for this? She thinks my thumb looks like something that's not a thumb. I'll leave it at that.
Does everybody's thumb look like that?
No, yours looks like a thumb with a thumbprint. Do I not have a thumbprint on my thumb?
Oh, it's just wrong. My God, it does. Thank you. It's wrong, and he does it. He does it all the time in like selfies and stuff. He's always doing it, and I'm like, don't do that.
She gets so mad.
It's not mad. It's like, oh God, we're gonna get arrested. It's like a no, stop. Luke, though. Adam, yes, it's wrong.
It's what I was born with. I can't help it.
Yeah, but you don't have to flash it around.
And I got 2 of them.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
So in future videos, if you see me like, yeah, good job, everybody. I got to report this to YouTube. I like the thumbs. It's
Stop.
But it's like the thing I do. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
It's just not good. Oh
See?
no, that looks okay.
That looks like a thumb.
Kind of. Just stop.
It's a thumb. Everything's okay. Anyway, so that's that. So hopefully we could get the bags soon. And we'll get the bags and we'll get the wire.
We should be doing that before we do anything else.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Do you guys think we're okay with the amount of clay we got, or do you think we should be adding cement? Am I giving you thumb envy, Mark? No, seriously, do you guys think we need to add cement to our mix, or do you think our clay is enough? Our minimal amount of clay.
I don't know. I really don't. I'm ruined.
And it's
oh God.
Add cement to the mix. Yeah. Okay.
I think so as well, Bill. I don't actually think we'd need a lot.
No, I just think we need enough in there to kind of glue it, like kind of keep things nice.
We need to rent a cement mixer.
Cement mixer? That's what the wheelbarrow's for, right? We mix it in the thing. Cement mixer. Good Lord.
This is like, no.
See, Liz is on top of it. She's like, no cement mixer. That's what she means right there.
As a binder, yeah. So what kind of percentage? Like I've seen on my little.
I honestly think if we just did like a shovel full. Exactly. Yeah. That was weird.
Yeah, that's what they usually do though, don't they? Just to give it that. Because honestly, when it's packed in like a bucket, like we had it in the bowl, didn't we, for a while? And when you tip it out.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly think the bags are going to hold it in place, but I just don't want it to, if you touched it, like you were saying, for it all to, like, you know.
I just don't want it to be, like, mushy.
It's not going to be exposed to the elements, though, so it wouldn't. Plain Portland cement.
Yeah, 94-pound bag.
Oh, not Sacri. See, that's what we were looking at.
Were we?
Yeah.
I don't think we were.
So just the Portland. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill. We would have messed that up as well. God, the day we actually build something, people are going to be like having parties around the country.
Yeah, it's like
you're going to be like, they did something.
They're like, wow, these jagweeds have been out there for 4 months. They haven't done a goddamn thing. Hey, I built a damn laundry hanger upper.
Yeah.
The bags aren't that expensive. They're I think it was like
they're not expensive.
$250 for how many yards?
250 yards?
Like it's $1 a yard?
Yeah, but it gets more.
like I think the price gets better as you go up, but
I don't think it's that different. Yeah,
it's not that.
It's not like it doesn't. You don't lose a lot of money the more that you get. You kind of pay.
We were actually thinking about that, building garden beds with them.
Yeah, we did think
soil,
about
gravel,
that.
water in Portland.
They're not cheap, but for the amount that we need, I don't know, because you can buy like 1,000-yard roll.
Yeah,
which is going to be like $1,000, which we obviously
it's more than 1,000.
Yeah, we don't have it obviously to hand. But with that, it said you could do probably about, I think it was 6 10-foot domes.
Yeah.
Which we don't need right away.
I just want to do one so we know and you know that we could do it.
That we can do it in like a week.
Why do you have to keep throwing numbers out? We just got to do it. That's it.
No, I'm joking because that's what you think it's going to take.
It could. And then we got to do the floor and we got to do the walls, like the finishing.
Which we need something for as well.
Do we want to do concrete on that too? Like, do you want it to have like that smooth cement finish on them?
Inside?
Outside. There's a couple different ways you could finish off you could finish off the outside of the dome. And yeah.
Show everybody what we're talking about.
Yeah, and some of it looks amazing. And some of it looks very
rustic
or stucco-y, even though it's not stucco or anything like that. But you really like that smooth look, right? Especially when they had like the window arches popping out.
Yeah.
You dug that.
And I like the thought of it being of us having white buildings because it would reflect a lot of the light, the sun on it, and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want them to stand out like.
Yeah, we want to be incognito.
We're going to have to go for kind of a sandy color.
Let's go camo.
Should we go camo?
And maybe they'll just end up invisible and no one will see them.
We could go camo. It'll look naff though. What? What are you doing with your fingers?
What?
It's all like, do it again. Why is it so red?
Because I keep yanking on it, obviously.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Hang on, that back mirror is heavy.
Exactly. There's a place out here, and it totally looks like Tatooine. Like, it looks like the moisture farm.
Chicken wire and coarse stucco or slick wall stucco. Yeah, that's exactly what they look like. They're so cool. Where's the books, babe?
They're right here. Under my shorts.
Well, get the thing and we'll show some pictures. We'll show you what we're talking about. It's actually, Bill, the earth bag things, they're actually like quite easy and not labor intensive, not too bad. From what we've watched.
There's a guy that builds them in Africa, and they're so smooth. Because sometimes, like, they look good when they're done, but then when they settle, they start to look kind of weird, almost like a wrinkly sack.
Okay.
Yeah, look. That's just my face.
Look at that office. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, if I don't have an office here soon, things are going to get a little hairy.
Look at that. That kitchen's awesome.
That's a beautiful kitchen.
I know. And obviously we're going for as simple as we possibly can go for. Oh man. We're not going for giant big buildings. We're going for smaller ones. But can you see?
Should we talk about why we can't do the bigger ones?
Well, I guess.
Okay, I'll tell you guys this, and hopefully it just stays right here. Basically, building permits for what we want to do are not forthcoming right now, and it's because a lot of it has to do with that place that we're not supposed to say the name of for some reason.
Yeah.
They had some run-ins with the county and city and I guess state enforcement, the code enforcement people, and made it really difficult for everyone else who wants to do something like that. So that's the first thing that made things difficult, to where we didn't know exactly how we were going to build once we got here. Then once we got the land,
Hey, that cheeky little bird.
yeah. Once we got the land, we were going to go ahead and move forward. And then we found out that the county will not give building permits to you if you do not have a well on the premises. So in order for us to get a well, just so we would be able to get a permit, was going to cost us like $25,000.
That's the quote.
That was the quote. And that was, we might not even hit water.
That was just
but
for them to dig.
Yeah. So that kind of went out the window. And then what we found out was you can build sheds that are 200 square feet anywhere you want on your property, as many of them as you want, without needing a building permit. So because we have hauled water and we have a water tank and we're not getting a well, doing a bunch of small little dwellings is kind of the only way, for the most part, we can legally build here. So that's kind of the road we're going down. Although when we were first talking about doing this, we were talking about doing a kind of look like a clock, like a bunch of pods with that could be connected if we wanted them to be connected, but have like a big outdoor area for all the cooking and dining and all that stuff, and then just have a bunch of little things. So at the end of the day, it's not much different than what we wanted to do anyway.
No, and the longer we've been here, the more I want to spend time outside.
Yeah.
Like we don't. Yes, the winter's going to be tricky. But what?
Oh, Bill, tell me about it. When I found out that there was a bunch of things we could and could not do on land that we owned in the middle of nowhere, I seriously almost lost my...
It was like, it's our land that we bought. And I understand you have to have restrictions on things so things are safe if somebody's going to buy it after you.
Because that's the whole thing. Every law and every bit that talks about anything, the only reason why all these laws are in place are to protect the buyer of the property when you sell it to them.
Yeah.
And that just irritated me, because the whole reason why I wanted to get this place was so we can have a family place that we would always have.
It's not to sell it on to anybody.
Yeah, there was a bunch of septic system issues.
Yeah, there was loads
too,
of septic system stuff as well.
that they told us we could and could not do, and I was just like, for freaking hell, dude. Like,
So we got to a stage where we were like, what the hell are we going to do? But we actually, it works out how we want to do it, really.
Yeah. There are some small variations, but...
Yeah. The guy who is our neighbor over in the farm, he was like, a lot of people around here just have lots of small buildings. Or he was like, a lot of people build like a big shelter like a roof area and like shade area over the top of the trailer, because technically it can be used as a what would you say, like a garage or like a carport. It can be classed as that because you're covering your RV. When in actual fact you can use it as a shade area and a much bigger living space. You could build like a deck, and that's what we thought about doing at first, building a deck.
I met a guy out here who was actually just living in a carport. He got a Harbor Freight carport, and he's just in that with a tent and a Harbor Freight solar panel system and his Xbox, and he's quite happy.
See, if you don't need much, you don't need much. But I don't know, like the heat. I want the earth bags is a much better, cost-wise, it's a much better idea for insulation, cold and hot. Yeah, so
it's gonna be awesome.
It's supposed to be very secure. Like they were designed out here to
withstand earthquakes.
Yeah. It was a NASA design, wasn't it, originally?
NASA hired the guy at that place to come up with, I think, honestly, it was originally intended for... I
don't care what you do, especially if you are off-grid. How companies require code-inspected electrical service for to drop power. Yeah.
The domes themselves, I think, were built originally for Moon and Mars colonization.
Yeah,
like that was what NASA hired this guy for that in mind. And
because they haven't got anything other than the dirt around them. It's like the easiest, cheapest way to be able to get a structure.
So what he ended up doing, he created these domes or whatever, and then they went to JPL or someplace to do like earthquake testing, and the dome lasted longer than the earthquake machine did. The earthquake machine broke before the structure
there was any damage whatsoever. Which is like there are a lot. There's been big earthquakes out here. We've felt a couple, haven't we, out here that were nuts. But apparently, the guy who was telling me about all the building and stuff, he said there was a huge one back in '90 or something, was it, where the whole valley was like everything was ruined. It was quite bad.
Yeah. Was that in Landers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not like, yes, that would be, sort of a peace of mind to know, but it's mainly the coolness of it. And like you say, it's not the square ones that are particularly safe, because we're going to have to split it with the water collection, because we need as much water collection as possible. But obviously the domes aren't ideal for that. But we were thinking if you could do kind of like a round, like rim of a hat, like a pot going round it, you could gather the water from that, and
like in all those
shade on the outside.
Because there's a lot of Eastern buildings that are like that, like in Japan and in India.
Yeah,
with the little.
So you have the dome, but you have like a hat. I can't think of a better way to describe it. You know what I mean? Like a porch roof that goes all round the circumference of the dome. Because the dome itself gives you the structural strength, because it's all just going in, to the top. So it all supports itself. And the minute you put a square roof on a square building, you're taking away, you're going to have to put buttresses and all that kind of stuff on, aren't you, to give it the support. But we were thinking for the shed, where we're not going to have to worry too much about the heat loss or all that kind of stuff. It's just really to prevent it from the wind and rain and snow.
To do like a rectangle building with
a big roof on it, so that we can collect the water from that. But obviously we're going to have smaller little buildings around, like the garden. We want to have a garden area which will have, a water collection bit. We could even do a water collection thing over the compost areas and do that with a water collection barrel next to it, and like a washroom, like the bathroom. outside, a shower. There's all sorts of things that we can do with the, make the square space up.
Ooh, I can do the outdoor shower now with the pallets.
Yeah.
Want me to do that?
Yeah.
Sorted.
No, but you can't just stand them up. We're going to have to get big timbers or some timbers and put them in so it supports it.
We got this.
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. He's like, I know what he's going to do, and he's going to stand some pallets up in a thing, and he's going to stand some more on it, hammer a couple of nails in. Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. There you go.
Fanny's your aunt.
Check out the Canadian Earth
Yes,
bags.
I've been looking at that. I've been looking at that, and they're awesome. Require temporary form as you stack bags when you start to. What does that say?
Corbel? I think it means like leaning in. I think
all the videos we've been watching in the books, it's such a a tiny little increase inwards that it supports itself. That's the whole point of it, because they don't want to.
Yeah, because I don't know if that's the book that has
it does. It has the measurements in it, so you can
it's like every foot how far in you're supposed to be going.
So it still supports itself while you're doing it. Hang on.
I don't know where it is in there.
Oh look, there's the barbed wire thing.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's very gradual for real.
Yeah, very gradual. There.
Yeah.
And that gives you the measurements. We've worked all that out, haven't we, for the size that we wanted and stuff. And we were thinking both our offices and our bedroom, definitely we want this.
Yeah. For my office, I don't need a big office.
No, I don't.
It just needs to be quiet and have a desk.
I need a bigger than you because I've got a lot of crap that I need to get in there, but it doesn't need to be big. I just need light. But this is all the measurements, and you work it out with a compass and everything. The slight little decrease for each one so that your bags support themselves. But look, I was looking at this as well. What are those guys?
What?
Pallets. And it shows you all the different things you can make.
Oh, for the arches and stuff.
Because you need to do, like Bill was saying, for the windows and the doors and stuff, you need a kind of what do they call it?
Not a pattern, but
what's the word?
Well, read it. It should say a form.
A form. So that if you want arches or windows, but you can do it with like a tire, like an old tire or something, you can build around that, and then, but as long as it measures to the window size or whatever that you want. But we could make a lot of these kind of things, because we're going to have to do that, and doors and all that kind of stuff in there. But it's so exciting.
It is.
Gradual inward step. We'll need to experiment on a small dome structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because we can use stuff for all sorts of things. And if we just need to have because I'm a bit worried about going straight into the shed and us messing it up because we really need it. But at the same time,
mess it up?
How can you mess up a shed?
It's a square.
The way that I was thinking, right, for the shed is if you have like the rectangular shed, okay, because we need the roof for it. So we do that. We have buttresses on all the four walls so that they don't bulge outwards, because with square things you have to be careful. I don't know how high you need it before you need that.
I think we would need them right away just to make sure. But see, the problem is you need to put them on the inside too.
So you're not going to have enough room.
I don't know. Uh-oh. We just ran into a problem.
We look at each other and we're like, I have no answer to that. Do you? And he's like, I don't have answer. Oh, crap. And then we sit like deliberating. Anyway, say we did that. I was thinking for the roof, all you have to do is like build up the top front wall or the back wall a couple of bags higher.
Just
and then
one.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
A couple of bag layers higher, say, if it's like 3-4 inches, 5 inches each bag. Okay. And you sort of bury the timbers for the roof into that. you chock it, you whack them into the thing while they're still damp.
Yeah.
And then you put the other bag over the top of it so that you've got so that the timbers are, I can't describe myself properly. The timbers are secured in amongst the building itself. And then you can do whatever you need to do with the roof on top of that. Yes, doable. That's what I was thinking. Instead of having to do like an extra load on top.
Because I was willing to just go out and start putting out some corrugated steel just to collect water. But you don't want us wasting a bunch of our land.
Well, we watched Handyman. It's hand and then a double E man. And he's out in Arizona, I think. And they've got how much land have they got?
It's I don't know how much land they have, but they have 3,000 square feet of just metal.
It's 3,000. Are you sure it's not 1,000 square foot? I don't know, but it's a huge, big area that he built, this huge area just for water collection. He does a ton of water collection, but it's all on the land, on a higher area of their land. They've only got they've got a tiny home, haven't they? But he's got a huge garage now, a huge barn. Barn that they're storing all their work. They've got tractors and all sorts of stuff there. So he's built this massive, great garage, and he's also got a huge, corrugated iron cistern to collect water off the roof. And this huge area of just tin. And to me, that's awesome. But we've only got 5 acres, and I know that doesn't sound a lot, but to have a huge area of just water collection when we can use roofs, I don't know. I mean, we might have to think about doing that, but I would like to see how much we could get with the areas that we have around first. I don't know.
Zoe was also thinking about getting an old water tower and hollowing out the walls and putting some windows in there and living in there.
Oh man, I would love that. Would be so cool.
It would be cool, but
with a strong wind, we'd be terrified. Because it's bad enough in here, isn't it? You're
but God, that would be just gorgeous.
That would be lovely because the views out here, the wind, when you look out,
it's
just
amazing.
Everywhere you look is just beautiful. It's just huge, expansive space and mountains. And to be up a height in one of those old water towers, I've seen people do that in England and stuff, but they're super old buildings.
And in Sunset Beach, they have a water tower that they rent out.
Yeah.
Every 1,000 square foot of water collection area is 1 inch of rain.
Yeah.
600 gallons. Yeah, exactly. And we want to get to the point.
That's what I'm thinking. I think
because we don't have a lot of rain, okay? But the rain we do have, if we had enough tanks to collect the water in, eventually we wouldn't. I'm thinking we wouldn't need to buy water
at all.
Maybe once a year.
Yeah, that's the goal. To be able to not. But it's so handy to be able. He's literally just up the road.
Yeah.
So we can text him in the morning, and he'll come around in a couple of hours and give us the water. So, but that's another $115.
Yeah.
That lasts us 2 months or something. It's amazing because we're hardly using any water. But when we have plants and stuff, and when we're building things, it's gonna go up.
Yeah.
So if we can actually get the water collection and get stuff, we need barrels. We've seen loads of places that are selling those 50-gallon barrels for $20 and stuff. So we're gonna have to try and source some of that.
Well, G-Bear said that there were $8 at that place.
I know.
So we
need to go
hit
there.
That up. So anyway, that's that.
So sorry if we've hit you with a load of, but it's really interesting to us and we're excited. Hang on. 12 inches of annual rain. Most folks have plenty due to rain. See that? I don't think you need that much if you've got enough space.
When we were looking at the last couple years of this area, it was 16 to 17 inches a year. And
was it? I don't think it is.
It was. And we haven't seen that yet.
No.
The room here is getting empty. I know. It's because I'm not showing people my thumb.
No, it's because people are sitting listening, hopefully, just seeing what we're up to. Because this is like this is part of our this is part of our life, you know. This is what we're trying to do, and it's super exciting.
Give us a thumbs up, everybody.
So wrong. This is like what we're planning to do. This is like, we aim to be talking to you guys. And
we have to have this done within the next few months because families
coming. There's everybody coming back.
Yeah.
Stop. This is like, my parents come out from England. They come out from England every April.
Yeah.
For like 3 weeks. And
then her friends invited themselves over
my best friend is like, I hope you don't mind, but we're coming over in August. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, I was talking to a bunch of my family yesterday, and they're planning on coming out like in November.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the annual camping trip, we'll do it at their place. And we were like, hang on a minute, what
annual camping trip?
what annual camping trip? No, we were laughing. We were like, yeah, there's nothing out here. And they were like, no, it's fine, it'll be great. So there literally isn't, but by April, we have to have, like, my parents will be absolutely fine in here. They'll love it. They're not fussy about stuff, but they really want to come and see what's going on. But they'll be here, and we can either all hang out on the floor, or we're going to have a bedroom.
We're going to have, even if it's a hurdle waddle, we're doing it.
Not in April, we're not. It'll be cold. There's no such thing as hurdle waddle.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe there is.
Hey,
I think you heard it wrong.
Before we go.
There, I said it.
Before we go, I just want you guys to know something. The other night, Zoe called me.
Do you? What does
that say? A big dumb baby.
No, stupid baby. Do you boil some steaks for this? Seriously, no. Nobody boils steaks. I think we used to do that in the Victorian times.
Yeah.
I thought when I came over to America for the first time, it was like a broiled steak. And I was like, what's that mean? Is that boiled? It sounds like boiled, like you boil meat.
No, you broil it.
Yeah, but broil it is like putting it in the oven, right?
Well,
like
under the oven.
Grill?
No, under it.
What?
In the broiler. Jesus Christ, what's happening?
What is a broiler?
Okay.
My wife lived in London for 2 years. Really? Did she boil steaks, Bill? I don't think we do that.
Maybe not in the north, all you barbarians.
We're pretty tough up there. We just eat them raw.
You're such a dork.
We don't. Yeah, but I thought broiling was boiling. And I was like, ugh, why would you boil meat? Like, you do for a...
Broil and boil are different.
I know.
Oh, no. I boiled hot dogs for her one time. Wasn't that keen.
You like some of my cooking, don't you?
Yeah. It's very... I've always heard about bland British foods.
I know. And I don't think... Yeah, I think our traditional food... Like, we have, like, mince. We have, like, a minced beef in a gravy with onions and mashed potato. Delicious. We have Sunday dinner, which is like a sliced roast beef of some kind, or roast meat of some kind, and vegetables and roast potato. What are my roast potatoes like?
They're okay.
You're such a jerk. No more roast potatoes.
When was the last time you made roast potatoes?
It's too freaking hot. Mm-hmm. When it gets to coldness, we'll eat that. But yeah, I think we have like a lot of pies and peas and fish and chips and stuff like that.
Shepherd's pie is so good.
Oh my God, so good.
And cottage pie is...
Cottage pie is with beef. Shepherd's pie is with lamb.
Yeah, cottage pie.
Cottage pie. Oh my gosh, so good. But yeah, we have a lot of like I think traditional food is kind of like, it's supposed to be bland, but we kind of built it up, and a lot of the stuff that we make is all kinds of stuff now. I don't know if people just eat traditional stuff anymore. What do you think?
Don't know.
My mum's an amazing cook. She makes delicious stuff.
And then she melts plastic bags all
she's
over
crap.
our
I don't know how
cookery.
she does it, but she just wets something in the kitchen every time she's in there, doesn't she?
Yep, but she does a good job.
Yeah, she does. It's delish. But what we want is to be able, what we're banging on about is we want to have a bedroom.
Back!
It's so hot.
Back!
We have a bedroom.
Fried bread.
Delish. And do you know what? No, I'm not gonna get sidetracked again. We're gonna have a bedroom and the outdoor kitchen and the shed done by the time they get here in April.
Well, the outdoor shower will be done this week.
You heard it here first, guys.
We'll do a next week's live stream. Will be live from inside the outdoor shower. Thumbs up.
Don't be doing that out in the shower or we'll get arrested. Yes, Bill. Fried bread, right? The best thing from England. Maybe not the best thing, but it's up there. Is you go into a cafe on a Sunday morning or any morning on the weekend, and you'll say, "I want a full fry up," and you get a giant plate with sausages, bacon, fried mushrooms, scrambled eggs or fried eggs, baked beans, which is like
ketchup.
No, it's like beans in a tomato sauce,
Ketchup.
which is really good. Fried bread done in the bacon fat. What else? Tomatoes, fried tomatoes.
And a cup of tea.
Yeah, big pot of tea and a rack with your just normal toast in it and butter and stuff. That big, and it's usually about a £5 or something, not even that, £3 in some places, and it's delicious.
And what is the Cornish pasty?
Pasty.
Barf.
With like.
Okay, so next week,
it's delicious.
in the shower, we'll have the loincloth hanging over the side because I won't need to have it on because I'll be in the shower. I'll be washing my thumbs. Everything will be good.
Look at Fred. He's like,
right. Are you excited?
Yes, he's excited
about the outdoor shower?
Yes, he's excited.
He's so afraid of the pool.
He's so afraid of the pool.
Oops.
He's a jerky.
I've been giving him jerky.
Okay, guys, it's too hot. We're going to have to go. But please keep commenting and let us know all the stuff that we need. We'll try and put what we're going to do this week, video-wise.
An outdoor shower.
Loincloth video.
Can I do the loincloth video?
Ask them.
Do you guys want to see how to make a loincloth?
Explicit.
Jaw feels good. Oh, sorry.
So far. It's doing good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But he is eating a lot of jerky, so how long that lasts? Look at this little hot dog. You hot dog. No. Boylan, do you want to go in the pool? Do you want to go in the pool?
Bill says a loincloth
excited.
video would be great.
Oh, Bill.
Oh, Bill couldn't do it without you, buddy.
We're still waiting on those. Oh, gross.
I think I had it in too hard.
Did you squish him?
I think I did.
We're still waiting for those waist measurements from Steve Donahue, Mark. Just saying.
I know. I've been emailing Steve, and I'm like off the Christmas list or something. I haven't heard back from him. So, all right.
Go fill a bag. Oh, we need bags first, yet, Bill.
We'll go get them.
What?
We'll get bags.
Okay. Stop. I'm all sweaty. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out, guys.
48. What?
What? What's 48? Degrees? No. In Texas?
No.
No. You wind us up. He's not even going. He's going out on a.
See you guys.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Jesus, babe.